I'm going to first start this video off with a short dialogue from the Empire Strikes Back novel, where Yoda speaks to Luke on Dagobah in his hut. Yes, impatient are you, but see this world. If I gave in to the dark side, I would take much, and in return, much I would lose. Much danger there is in the dark side, but the largest, to lose oneself. How can one be powerful if no longer are they themselves? In Revenge of the Sith, we all saw Anakin's turn to the dark side and descent into Darth Vader. Yoda even acknowledges this himself.
The boy you trained, gone he is, consumed by Darth Vader.
But something I did not know was that during his exile on Dagobah, Yoda actually had a Force connection with Vader, who he still refers to as Anakin. Yoda feels into Skywalker's emotions as he sees Obi-Wan on the Death Star for the first time in A New Hope, and how he felt right after he killed his old master. This all comes from the canon book A Certain Point of View, which I have to give credit to much more experienced Star Wars fans for showing me this awesome piece, as there are some really cool moments in it. However, we're all here for Yoda, so here are the excerpts in which Yoda connects with Vader. Another vibration came, and this one too was familiar. This one was hard and strong and pulsed fiercely. In this rhythm it carried arrogance, darkness, and in its rhythm it carried. This was the first that Yoda ever noticed it. A terrible, angry, despairing loneliness. Loneliness! It was Anakin! Or what had become of him? And he was in pain. And the remedy he used to soothe himself was pain. The pain of both others and himself. Yoda brought his hand to the center of his chest, then the two vibrations met, and their pulses fought against the back of the Force. And it was right at that moment, at that exact moment, that Yoda felt Obi-Wan grow suddenly stronger and stronger and stronger, and then move in a quick burst into the netherworld of the Force. And Yoda felt Anakin fall even more deeply into painful loneliness. A loneliness so terrible that Yoda almost felt pity for him. He almost wished he could speak to him, to tell him that he needn't be lonely after all. Anakin, if only what had happened to Anakin had not been shadowed and hidden from them all. No, that was not true. If only he had perceived the path that Anakin was beginning to follow. It was his own failing. That was why it would have been important for him to train the young Skywalker. What might he or she done to bring their father back? This scene not only provides more insight on Yoda, but also gives more context to Vader's pain, specifically during his final fight with Obi-Wan, where he strikes Kenobi down. The remedy Vader used to heal himself was more pain and suffering, trapping him in an endless cycle of pain upon pain, where he only grows stronger yet weaker at the same time, more broken by man or machine by the end of it all. And I love how we get this little glimpse of how Yoda wished he could speak out to Vader, or the Anakin within Vader, wishing he could pull him back and bring him out. It's a bittersweet scene, harkening back to when the two would share meditation sessions, where Anakin opened up to the little green Jedi Master about his fear of losing a loved one. Even though the eventual outcome was tragic, it went to show that at the time, Anakin respected Yoda a great deal, and felt he was the only Jedi he could truly confide in when it came to his deep emotions. Yoda is one of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time, and honestly, probably top of the list for Star Wars characters I wish I could meet. He was such a wise Jedi Master that you could truly learn a lot from, and I'd also love to just go hang out with him on Dagobah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching today's video, and let us know down in the comments what Star Wars character you'd like to meet and why. We'd love to hear your answers, and we'll chime in as well. Thanks so much for supporting our latest video. We put a lot of time and effort into the fanfiction, and we're so thankful for all the support it's got over the past few days. Also, the channel just broke 500 subscribers, and that's absolutely crazy and mind-boggling to see in such a short amount of time. We are eternally grateful and can't thank you guys enough. You're absolutely killing it, and this channel is dedicated to you guys. But with that being said, we will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Rebels. Take care, our fellow Force users, and may the Force be with you.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.